So Ben Shapiro, our own Ben Shapiro, was recently threatened by Zoey Tur because he called the guy sir. Let's check it out.
So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
Would you like to discuss the genetics? Or no?
What
are your genetics?
So I'd stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
First of all, Zoe, you can't send someone home in an ambulance. If an ambulance is taking someone home, they're not doing their job. They're supposed to take you to the hospital. And for the record, folks out there, I don't recommend ambulances unless you're really, really dying. Just put pressure on the wound and ride a taxi. You'll get there way faster. Zoe also called Ben a little man. I tried to get Ben on this show to discuss it, but he has filed charges. Now, Ben's clearly not scared of Zoe, but he's filing charges as a way, my opinion is, he's filing charges as a way of saying, we're sick of you guys winning all the time. We've got a guy in Canada now, he's being arrested for antagonizing feminists. He lost his job of 15 years for being rude to feminists on Twitter. So my understanding is Ben is fighting back and saying, you know what? You can't threaten people during a political debate and say you're going to send them home in an ambulance and get away with it. On the show, they were discussing Caitlyn Jenner's ESPY award for bravery. And so the controversy is some say that Bruce doesn't deserve that award, that he won an Olympic medal that he deserved, but now that he's a woman, well, first of all, you don't deserve that medal. You won that as a man. I thought you weren't a man. And secondly, what's so brave about fake tits and accolades from everyone in the world? Like, he keeps talking about all this pressure he had to go against to become a woman, and you go, where? Some 12-year-old redneck got mad at you? Oh, how brave. What I think is truly brave is to cut off your penis. And I implore Caitlyn to go through with it. And that's why I'm pushing the hashtag cut it off. It's crucial that you summon the courage to remove your penis. And then you're a woman. Women don't have penises. You're a woman. What are you doing walking around with that appendage? It's like if I had two, I would go, what am I doing with this thing? I'm not a bi-penis kind of a guy. You need to chop it. And Zoe is recently got on hormonal therapy, but it's not enough. And we saw that by the way he turned into a dude the second things got threatening. That's cheating. You can't do that. There's no such thing as male pregnancy, despite the hashtags. If you're a woman, you have to be a woman 100% of the time, and that means physical change. Like in this video here, we see what happens when you don't commit to the bit.
Help me, someone! Listen here, son! You fucking pointed me again, you cunt! I'll drop you, alright? Fucking jog on! And you prick!
It's not that hard to cut it off. Janet Mock did it when she was 18. She had to go to Thailand to do that. Laverne Cox, who's very elusive, by the way. I don't know what she's up to. I can't even find her age online. But she is purported to have done it in 1998. It's okay to be a little dubious of these ladies, by the way. I think a lot of them lie about it. Amanda Lepore talks extensively about when she had her penis removed. But I found this picture that David LaChapelle took of her and her boyfriend, Richie Rich, back in the early 2000s. Oh, wait, I can't show you that. Trust me, it's there. And it doesn't look like a prosthetic. It's just like, you know how unattractive a penis is when you just see it in the normal day, like at the gym and stuff? It's just a little elephant's trunk. Anyway, Caitlyn, we need you to commit. You are essentially the president of the United States of Trans. No, you're the president of the global United Trans Nations. It's not representative of you to have that appendage. So, have a surgeon make a sort of a U-shaped incision across the scrotal sac. Then all they do is they simply ligate the spermatic cord. I would show pictures of this, but we can't do that. But you'll just have to use your imagination. Then the crucial incision is a continued primary incision up the ventral side of the shaft, revealing most of the interior. And then all they do is just create an anterior flap, dissect the urethra, separate the corpora cavernosa, do a perineal dissection, okay? And then we get most of the stuff out of the way. And then we suture the skin flaps in what looks like a sort of a Halloween mask of a scarecrow. And boom, you've got a vagina. And it is a wonderful thing. They have to put in what looks like a balloon full of sand into the area to make sure it doesn't seal up. And if you are with a man who is 1% bigger than the hole, it's incredibly painful, or 1% smaller, that feels like nothing. But you're a woman now, a true woman, not someone gallivanting around with prosthetics. And now we can take you seriously, like Jeffrey Tambor in his role in the show Transparency. That's a very compelling role. When you see this picture, by the way, it's not funny. It's dramatic, and it's enlightening, and it wakes you up to the myriad of genders. When you see Will Forte on 30 Rock, though, that's totally different. This is hilarious. Or when Robin Williams was Mrs. Doubtfire, that is still funny because he doesn't feel like a woman. So it's comical. Or when my mom has these things the Scots call hen nights, and my dad will come downstairs dressed in her clothes. My mom's friends will be laughing till mascara pours down their face, because that's funny. But if he was serious, like Jeffrey Tambor's character, then it's not funny. Then you have to not laugh and maybe even cry with empathy. So, Caitlyn, we implore you, please, hashtag cut it off. Be strong, be brave, be a woman. You can do it.